So in today's incredibly interesting presentation, I'm going to be talking about Michael Schenker, the legendary Michael Schenker, this legendary Michael Schenker here. And I will be asking 3 questions with regard to his guitar. Question 1, has he left Dean guitars? Question 2, has he gone back to using Gibson guitars full time? And question 3, can we ever expect to see a Gibson Michael Schenker Flying V official model? I hope you enjoy the video. So Michael Schenker, born in 1955 near Hanover in Germany, in the Scorpions with his older brother Rudolf in the early 70s. Now Michael became famous for playing a Gibson Flying V, but there are photographs of him in the very early days with a Gibson Les Paul. He looks a bit funny playing a Gibson Les Paul, and I found out later when I think he was guesting with Wild Horses perhaps at the Marquee, maybe playing one of Robbo's Les Pauls. Again, he looks funny playing a Les Paul. So anyway, Michael becomes famous for playing a Flying V. Now here's the story behind his first Flying V, which he got from his older brother Rudolf. This is an interview with Michael in Guitar Interactive magazine from 2012. Here's what Michael had to say. The V I got from Rudolf was, I think, a sort of cherry colour, but I saw somebody playing a V with a natural wood look and I liked it, so I took the colour off mine. I took a hammer and chisel to it, goodness, and then I had a guitar with lots of grooves in it where I damaged it. Some guitar tech filled all the holes with white stuff, then painted it over so you couldn't see the damage anymore. I didn't know if I should play a black V or a white V, so I asked him to spray the guitar black and white. And that was it. So that was the guitar that became Michael's black and white V. Now I think this was a 1971 Gibson Medallion limited edition Flying V, which Michael was given by Rudolf. Now if we look at through the years in UFO, it certainly started as a cherry guitar. I think a lot of these limited edition Medallion Vs were cherry coloured, but then Michael stripped the finish off back to natural wood, and we see it changing from cherry and then it becomes natural wood. And then into 1977 we see Michael with a black Flying V, which I think maybe is the same guitar, so he has it black in 1977. Then 1978 we see Michael with a white Flying V on stage. Again, I think this is the same guitar, so we've gone from cherry to natural wood to black to white, and then Michael leaves UFO at the end of 1978. Now the next picture I can find, I think this was when Michael went for the black and white V. This would have been with the Scorpions, maybe live in France or Germany or something like that. I guess 1979. So here's the first picture I could find of Michael and his famous, or soon to be famous, black and white Flying V. So that's a very quick potted history of Michael's V and his time in UFO and how it changed colours, and into 79 when it becomes black and white, and then he starts the Michael Schenker group, and that's when that V becomes famous, so famous that not long after it had been released there was manufacturers in Japan making copies of Michael's Flying V. So all through MSG he's using the black and white Flying V. 2004 Michael moves to Dean guitars. I mean, there's never been an official Gibson Michael Schenker Flying V, but he moves to Dean, and he made various comments about why he wasn't going to use Gibson anymore. He cut a deal with Dean and moved to Dean guitars and got his signature Michael Schenker Flying V with a split headstock at the top. Now there's been tons of colours of this and they look cool, they look really cool, but it's not a Gibson, you know. Michael Schenker synonymous with Gibson Flying Vs. So that was 2004, he moves to Dean, and then 2023, here's where the questions come in. In February, on the official Michael Schenker Facebook page, he posts a photograph saying that he's playing at Winterstorm, and he uses the Dean Flying V on that poster. March 2023, again on the official Michael Schenker Facebook page, he posts another tour poster or tour advert for playing at Planet Rockstock. Again, see Dean Flying V that's used in this graphic. So into May of 2023 at the Rock Hard Festival in Germany on the 28th of May, Michael still using his Dean V. June 2023, official Michael Schenker Facebook page posts a photograph saying that Rob McCauley will be doing vocals on the upcoming tour. Dean V is used in the tour advert for that. And live on the 3rd of June 2023 at the Rory Gallagher Tribute Festival, Michael is playing his Dean Flying V. 8th of June 2023 in Spain, Michael's using his Dean V. Into July, on the 8th of July, Sweden, the Dean Flying V is seen on stage. "29th of July, Germany, the Dean Flying V. 11th of August, Alcatraz Festival in Belgium, Dean Flying V. And the last of these summer dates I could find was the 12th of August in Spain, and again, the Dean Flying V is getting used. So that takes us up to November of 2023. Now the first gig that he does in this run is at Troon at the Winterstorm Festival in Scotland, on the other side of Scotland from me. Now look at this. Photographed by Rock Fiend. I will put a link down below to their Facebook page. They take fantastic photographs of gigs in Scotland. But Michael is playing what very much looks like a Gibson Flying V. So this must be the first time since 2004, since he moved to Dean, that Michael is spotted playing a Gibson Flying V. Looks very much like one of the Gibson 70s Vs. That's a white one. They do them in white and they do them in black. So these Vs have a bound fingerboard, which Michael didn't have on the Vs in the 70s, but it does look like a stock Gibson 70s V. So that is Troon at Winterstorm Festival. Now the next gig is in Belfast on the 25th of November. And again, Michael seems to be using a Gibson 70s V. So as we go through these dates that he was doing at the end of this year, there's a black V used in Dublin, the white V is used in Dublin. 28th of November in Manchester, the white V's out. 29th of November in Sheffield, the white V. 30th of November, the Shepherd's Bush Empire in London, the white V's out and the black V's out. It's not the white and black V together, but there's a white V and the black V are being used. 1st of December at KK's Steel Mill in Wolverhampton, the white V's out. And the last date of this particular set, 2nd of December, the white Flying V's being used at Planet Rockstock Festival. So the first question, is Michael done with Dean Guitars? Has his contract ended after 20 years or something like that? Because in some of these photographs, if you look next to Michael's amps, he has the backdrop of the MSG logo and the V, but it seems like the top of the Dean V has been kind of drawn out or drawn over. And the second question, has Michael moved back to using Gibson Flying Vs? I don't know. It seems to be this whole last run of that tour, he has only used Gibson Flying Vs exclusively. And the final question, maybe the most important question, can Gibson tempt Michael to Gibson and release an official Gibson Michael Schenker Flying V? So they have managed to do with thrash metal legends Kirk Hammett and his Flying V, and Dave Mustaine and his Flying V, which is a bit more modern, but they certainly have tempted these Flying V legends back to Gibson. So 2024, will we see an officially licensed Michael Schenker Flying V from Gibson? What do you think, folks? I mean, I've presented some evidence here that would kind of suggest that Michael has gone back to playing Gibson guitars. Do you think he will stick with Gibson guitars? Do you think Gibson will release an official Michael Schenker Flying V? And how much do you think it will be? Will you get one? Let me know in the comments. As ever, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.